and then they can see all the plays.
Right.
Also, since we're not gonna go through them for like a lot of other people, let's try to get them out quick so we can put it in the recording section and people can just scroll through and kind
Right.
of look at the pick in the recording section that I made.
That works.
I say that's the best way to. All right, do you
Awesome.
want me to start off with my pick?
Yeah, so start just like we do,
I'll
just
start
go
off.
with your game and then we can talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, first pick I got against the spread. I'm fading them again. Give me the Bears +7 at just a touchdown. I know the Nathan Peterman, is that his name? What's his name? I can't remember.
For the Bears?
The backup quarterback
Oh yeah.
for
I thought
Fields is
Fields
not playing.
oh Fields isn't playing. I thought he was.
He's injured or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
So no Fields, which is a little bit worrisome. But outside of that, I still really like the Bears. I mean, the Vikings, all of their wins have been one possession, and never have won a game by more than 7 points.
Which is insane.
So, which is crazy. And they're 11-0 in those games. Or 12-0, 12-0.
Oh no.
And 12-0. And the Minnesota Vikings, I mean, their defense is just bottom of the pack recently. They're letting up points left and right. Their secondary can't do anything. They have some talent, like they have Zadarius Smith, they have Harrison Smith, but they don't do a lot with it. And their defense, at least in scoring, is ranked last in the past 5 weeks. So I have some faith that Nathan Peterman should be fine and should be able to pass on the Minnesota Vikings. The Bears defense isn't great, so that could cause some trouble. But it's week 18. I don't really know what the Vikings are going to be able to do offensively. So I like the Bears +7 in week 18 at home. So that's my bet.
So I guess we're starting off with
2 units.
con contradiction here. We
Contradiction. All right, yeah,
so I'm still riding high on the Vikings. They've been exposed the last 2 weeks, and I think that's gonna be a talk. I'm afraid that they're gonna get up to a big lead and rest their starters. Um,
yeah.
I like the under, but my official pick is gonna be the Vikings -7. Like I said, I
Ooh.
think Justin Jefferson's gonna ball out. He could break it. Probably, I mean, it's very, very unlikely, but he could break the receiving record. So, but yeah, again, I think they're gonna try and go with some momentum going into the playoffs. So that's what everyone talks about is they can't blow teams out. They only win close games. So I think they're gonna win by more than a touchdown. So I have
All right.
Minnesota 7 on this.
All right, so we got a head-to-head. Depends on who you want to trust more. For anyone
Also,
watching this
I
after.
do still have a future on Minnesota to have the most season wins. So I don't think that's gonna hit, right? Oh yeah, actually, because if they win, how's that gonna work?
They'll be
So
tied with
with
Eagles. I
Buffalo.
mean, they'll still have the most. They'll be tied with the most, right?
So does it
I
go
guess.
down to because Buffalo didn't play? So does it go down to percentage or does it I just get like half like
Oh, wait, no, they can't. They can't. The Chiefs are 14-3.
oh that's right. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Hey, and that one loss against the Colts. Go
Yeah.
blue.
And
So yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, I still have some Super Bowl features with the Vikings, so I really hope they play well.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about those on the next one. So
All right.
that's actually that's a good topic. My next pick, and this is like I have a couple of odd picks today. I'm fading a lot of the like I'm fading a lot of the public and just fading in general. People think, and I have the Dolphins at just over a field goal to cover. The Jets are playing Joe Flacco, not really good quarterback. They're sitting a lot of their offensive line, and the Jets have just been a disaster. Their defense wasn't good against the Seahawks, which is what's been good for them all season. And overall, I don't have any faith that the Jets really try or even try. I guess they'll try. Robert Saleh is a good head coach, and these guys are still playing for their job. But the Dolphins are playing to get into the playoffs. Tua is back. This offense is just a little too explosive. The Jets defense isn't playing well, and this one is in Miami. So I like the Dolphins to cover by 3.5 against the
Yeah,
Jets.
this one's weird.
Yeah, I
Just
agree. It
because
is.
I mean they were both were like on a high 5 weeks ago, and they've both lost 5 straight games. Somehow the Tyreek, Jalen Waddle dynamic duo has really taken a nosedive. And the fact that this is only at 36 points is kind of insane. I like the under here. But I'm staying away from this game.
Makes sense. I mean, I think it's because you just got to play the middle if you're a defense against the Dolphins. So I think that's
Right.
kind of what teams are to do. But yeah, Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Tampa Bay is like resting everyone, so they like, really just have no one playing today. Tom Brady, Mike Evans, a lot of those offensive guys saving them for the playoffs, so they get some rest. So I like the Falcons -4 at home. Tampa is not a very deep team, and they do not have a lot of other guys to rely on outside of their main core that they're sitting. The Falcons are going to really try to get a win to end the season. I mean, they're playing a rookie quarterback, Desmond Ritter. They're playing some young guys, so I really like the Falcons at home to win and cover by 4 points and get a statement win going into the offseason.
Yeah, I also like that. And I also like Algiers rushing over. If you
Yeah.
want to do the rushing over 55.5 with receiving, that could be a play as well. But I think it's also going to be a low scoring game. But I like Algiers over rushing total. And
All
it keeps
right.
changing. I don't know if you could look that up for me again. I can't get on DraftKings or FanDuel, so um, it keeps moving up and down.
Wait, well, what was the thing you
The
wanted to see?
Falcons, Algier running back,
Oh yeah, why can't you ever check those?
because I'm
It's just like
abroad,
something to.
so my site doesn't have it, so I can't get on Bet three.
Yeah,
So
I'll do a quick check
yeah, that's
afterwards. I'll
fine.
definitely do a quick check at the end of this. Tell you what Algiers line is. Moving on to the next play, we have the Eagles and the Giants. A little bit of a divisional matchup. I'm a bit confused. Why is this spread 16.5? Are Daniel Jones and Saquon sitting?
I'd assume I don't know for sure, but that it would have to be that way.
Yeah, because if they are sitting, I'm not positive, but if they are sitting, I do. Uh, I would like the Giants +16. I don't know. This spread's very, very, very high, and I know it's in Philadelphia, but Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley,
Yeah,
even if they are sitting, this
and
team done well
there
without.
they are sitting and key starters.
Hmm.
So
What about the Eagles? Are sitting any key starters?
not that I know of, no.
Are the Eagles? Then honestly, now I'm switching my play. Eagles at home. You have no key starters in. There's a couple teams that will go out and blow bad teams out and win by 20, 30. And the Eagles are one of those teams. Against the Giants in New York with the key starters playing, they won by like 30.
Right.
So I expect the Eagles at home to do something similar and really just dominate a Giants team that probably has no one really on the roster. They already have so many guys injured, and if they're resting more key starters, I couldn't imagine the Giants really being competitive with an Eagles team looking to clinch the 1 seed. So I like the Eagles -16 at home.
Okay. That's way too big for me to try and touch, especially on week 18. This is also super it's crazy because this is the first time there's ever been an 18th week in the NFL. So like these playoff
Really? No,
matchups.
wasn't there one last season? There was one last season.
Last season was the first year they went to an 18 game season.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
that's
Last week
right.
was the first week 18.
Yeah, I got you. So yeah, so it
Last
definitely
week was the first
has
week.
a nice playoff implication, but I'm staying away from this game for sure.
Okay. Moving on, divisional matchup, Chargers at Broncos. Chargers are sitting some guys. They already have their spot, I think, all but locked up in the wild card. Denver season is practically well, it is over. They were eliminated in what, week 12 or something? Like they were eliminated 6 weeks ago. But I really still like the Broncos. They're favored by 3 at home. And this is one of these games I like. I don't know if the Broncos are going to sit their guys. I actually don't think they are, especially because their whole defense is very young. Pat Surtain is only in his second year. And the whole secondary is a relatively young, but really good secondary. And I think they're going to definitely be playing hard. I mean, I don't expect anyone, any
Right.
players at least, to not play hard. So I think the Chargers defense plays hard. I mean, I'm assuming Russell Wilson isn't playing week 18, but regardless, I don't know if he's much of an upgrade from their backup quarterback anyways. So -3 at home. I think that the Denver creates some offense. The Chargers defense isn't good, regardless of if they're starting guys or not. It's really below average. So I like the Broncos to win and cover by 3 at home.
Yeah, I have that play as well. So I'm in a coordinates
And there's
with that.
perfect. And then there's, I think that's all. Those are all my picks that I have for today. I
Okay.
only have those 4 against the spread picks. If you have any, go ahead.
So
But
yeah, so I have the Rams
really,
Seahawks under 42. Um,
okay,
I just don't see any offense in this game. I'm taking Carolina at plus 3.5. Um, against let's see.
okay. The
So
Saints.
yeah, against the Saints. I j- I just think I like the under on this as well, but again, they're like a young, scrappy team. I like them at 3.5. That field goal is definitely big. I think it can be close. Um, Possible money line play on this one. My big play 2 units is Detroit Green Bay under 49.5. It's
Okay.
a it's a or January night game in Green Bay. It's going to be cold. I think they're going to be running the ball a lot. Um, so along with that, I like Rodgers over 3. So there's a lot of plays on this game I have. So I have Rodgers over three
Okay.
and a half rushing yards. I have Dobbs over 3 receptions, and DeAndre Swift over 6.5 rushes for the Lions running back. So let's see. I usually have one game where I feel like I have a beat on it. This is the game. Again, a night game in Lambeau. They're both teams are playing. I mean, I might pick Detroit money line depending on the outcome. I forget who has to lose. I think if New England loses and Detroit wins, Detroit's in the playoffs.
No,
Uh,
it's if Seattle loses and Detroit wins,
Seattle
Lions get it.
loses. Okay. Um, so yeah, so if Seattle loses, I'm surprised that they didn't change this game because
Yeah,
that's
that
gonna change everything.
there was a whole
Yeah.
thing about it that Seahawks fans were like mad that if the Seahawks win, then the Lions just won't try, and then the
Right.
Packers get in the playoff. Packers are winning in
Exactly.
at
But
home.
I think the way that the Lions coach has, there's no way he's not gonna
Yeah.
get them fired up. They're gonna
And
even if
also
they
there's a thing,
do up.
and yeah, and also I think most of these games, like these players are playing for their job. Like they're not just playing for like they're not completely loyal to the organization and hoping like they make the playoffs or whatever. Like they're still playing for a job in the NFL. They're still playing for millions of dollars. So they're not going
Right.
to just sit on their ass and
Exactly.
uh, like that. That's ridiculous. So they're going to try. The only thing you should really be worried about is if teams sit players. That's about it.
Yeah. And then also Everett, 5 receptions or more. If he gets 5 receptions, he gets a $500,000 bonus. So for the
Oh,
Chargers, that's so Everett over 5 receptions. And then I already have a lot of units on this game, but I like Aaron Jones over 60 yards rushing as well. Um, I think
Aaron.
Jones, the
Oh, Aaron Jones.
Packers running back.
Yeah, I know. I thought you said something else.
Okay, yeah, no. But yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that just because I already have 4 plays on that. But
Okay.
so yeah, that's
Perfect.
oh, and then NCAA Iowa -7 basketball. So if you all
All
yeah,
right.
I haven't posted it. I am So I've only picked one of the games. I don't know if I told you how that's I'm in the capping contest. So
Yeah.
from Thursday to today, we got to pick five, or Friday until today, we got to pick
But how
five.
many? How are we doing?
So I'm 1 and
We
0.
want to.
Um, I didn't
Did we
see
take
any.
Nova?
I didn't take Nova. They didn't
That's good.
cover.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They,
Because you have to have the bed in an hour before game time. So I wanted to take Indiana State, but they didn't list it. So unfortunately, or not Indiana State, whoever played Louisville. I wanted Indiana State and Drake, stayed away from it. Unfortunately, I could have been 3 and 0. The way it is, it's a 64 team bracket, just like the NCAA tournament. You get one play of the day, and that's worth 2 points, and then each other one's worth 1 point. The guy that I'm going against went 3 and 2 with a total of 4 points. So I got to, if I hit my play of the day, we'll see. So Iowa's my play of the day for the 2 points. Uh,
Perfect.
so yeah, so there's a lot of picks. Let's see how week 18
A
goes.
couple spread picks, couple player props, totals. We'll put this in the sports recordings chat. I mean, probably, yeah, they'll see this. We'll put a message on it. And you can go check out, yeah, here are all NFL plays. We'll be doing these, I'm assuming weekly, but it'll just be a recording. So this is a live, but we'll do a recording every week and just kind of discuss the upcoming games and like what we like in each game and just preview them. And yeah, that's all we got. So let's hope to have a winning week. Last week was was my only losing weeks. Uh, Definitely a little annoying, but I want to end the regular season off with a bang, with a win. So yeah, let's
Yeah,
go.
this week's been weird. I mean, every capper that I follow, there's been a lot of bad beats.
Yeah,
So
same with me.
Vegas,
Yeah, it's been bad.
Vegas made some money this week, and you're gonna
It's
have
been
this
bad.
week.
It's been
So,
bad this week for everyone.
well, thanks for joining, Mel. I don't know if that made any sense to you, but when we start this introductory 101 class, it will definitely, well, the lingo, we might be able, we might just like write a Microsoft Word document of what is the spread, what's a line, what's
Yeah,
a hook, and all of
That
that.
would be awesome.
we'll definitely explain all this. All right.
Awesome. Well, you'll have a good day, and I guess I'll see you all this evening.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully.
Right. All right. Take care.
Thank you.